We begin this hour with politics because the DA will convene its Gauteng Provincial Congress in Ekurhuleni today. Former Tshwane Mayor Solly Msimanga will go up against DA member of the Legislature Khume Ramulifho for the DA Gauteng leader position. Our reporter Juniour Khumalo is part of our team at Birchwood Hotel. That's in Ekurhuleni, where the Congress is set to take place. He joins us now live. And of course, Juniour, we're less than a year till the national elections. In the lead up to that, I imagine many parties will want to have their ducks in a row. But as a start, help us place the significance of this conference.
Good morning, Ayanda. Indeed, we are at the Birchwood Conference and Hotel Center here in Ekurhuleni. Before I answer your question, allow me to ask my colleague Kevin to just show you the scenes behind me. It's already a festive season, a festive occasion here at the conference center, where the DA supporters and delegates have come in their numbers. They're already singing and chanting. What you didn't catch earlier on was one of the contestants, Mr. Solly Msimanga, just engaging these delegates and laughing with them. They were singing Usoli Uyabuya, meaning Solly is coming back for a second term. And yeah, I'm here with Mr. Solly Msimanga, who's going to be contesting the DA leader position. He's going up against Khume Ramulifho, who is a member of the Gauteng Legislature, who is also vying for that position. Mr. Msimanga, thank you so much for joining us today. What is the significance of this conference leading up to next year's elections?
Well, thank you very much. There's a number of significances why we are here and why this is so important. One is that other parties are scared to go to congresses, or they want to dictate what happens. We can't say we are a democratic party that believe in democratic principles and not allow a situation where delegates come to elect their leadership and give them a mandate. That's one. Two, we are going to the most crucial elections. 2024, as we have been saying, is going to be our 1994. And therefore, we want to make sure that we get a clear mandate here in terms of how we're going to run our campaigns, how we're going to ensure that we're going to government here in Gauteng, and then how do we serve the people. So this is what we're going to be doing. There's already been discussions in the past weeks about policies, about the constitutional amendments, and we are here now today to then cement that and to make sure that the leadership that will be elected will be given that mandate to take us to 2024. That's the significance.
You speak about the significance of this province in particular in next year's elections because Gauteng and KZN are seen as the two provinces where opposition parties are likely to take the ANC under 50%. But the DA is in Gauteng is the last province to hold its elective conference. Is that not an indictment then on the DA in Gauteng?
No, it's not. By the way, Western Cape hasn't had theirs. I know that one or other two provinces are still not have had their congresses. We have staggered them because Gauteng is also the biggest. Had to go through its own constitutions or constitutional elections and also regional elections. You must remember, Gauteng has 5 regions, and therefore you need to have those before you then come to have your provincial one, and that will take time, obviously, before you can get to a provincial congress and then be able to then move on to the election readiness.
You were the mayor of Tshwane. You were leading a coalition there. It's likely that Gauteng is going to be led by a coalition. What are some of the lessons that you take from that leadership in Tshwane, in that coalition, that you are going to apply if there is a coalition in 2024 in Gauteng?
And this is what the delegates have been saying to me, to say, well, you're the only one that has experience, that have worked in coalitions. Even right now, in the provincial, we have had the 5 municipalities that we were in government in, and now we left with Tshwane. We have actually then been engaging with other coalition partners in terms of what we need to do or what has to be done in order to make our coalitions more stable, to be more cohesive, if I may call it that, and to make sure that they work for the people. And this is something that I'm coming with that experience. And going into this provincial elections, we will be meeting with people that are familiar, people that know how to cooperate and to work with each other. And I think this will put us in a good stead going forward in terms of how we will work together with other opposition parties, because they will be talking to somebody that they know who, the principles that I stand by. They know what is a total no-no, what we can agree on, and we'll work around that going forward.
Birchwood is usually associated with the ANC. They host their NEC meetings here. You coming here, is that a sign of forcing yourself in leading up to next year's elections?
No, we've used this place a number of times before. The ANC have messed up St. George's, so they must go back to St. George's. We'll continue to use other venues across Gauteng. This has been convenient because there's a number of delegates that are coming as far as Hammanskraal, as far as the Val, as far as the Deep West. And therefore we needed to make sure that there is a venue that is big enough to accommodate them, that in the morning they can take a shower, grab breakfast and then be here. So this is why we decided that this will be a very central and a venue that we can come and host our elective conference at.
Thank you so much, Mr. Msimanga. That is the outgoing DA Gauteng leader, Solly Msimanga, who is also contesting the DA leader position at this Congress that's going to be sitting today. We are going to be speaking to Khume Ramulifho, who is also contesting Solly Msimanga later on. Thank you so much, Ayanda.
All right, Juniour Khumalo, live to us there from the Birchwood Hotel in Ekurhuleni. For now, thanks very much indeed. We'll continue making sense, of course, of that particular conference at